right, y'all, this is Savannah Hernandez on Skid Row, and this man behind me was actually caught bribing homeless to sign petitions, which is illegal per California election law.
Did you want to sign up, sir?
I don't know where this is.
Free signatures. If you sign the petition, you get a cigarette.
Sure.
Perfect. Yes, of course, sir. Thank you. You're helping change California laws.
I actually have you on camera saying that you were
on camera handing out cigarettes. Yeah.
Yes,
you signed the
that is illegal
petition.
per
How is it
election
illegal if you
election law
sign
here
a
in
cigarette?
California.
If you sign, you're gonna get something.
You're not even being a good investigative
Well,
journalism.
I'm actually trying to
You're
ask
not doing
you.
any investigative journalism. Get the out of here. You don't belong here.
They're doing that all day long. I watch them when they tell the people that if they get, sign up, they'll give them X amount of money and all that stuff.
This is Savannah Hernandez in Los Angeles on Skid Row. Now, I have been a part of a multi-journalist investigation targeting alleged voter registration fraud and bribery that has been happening on the streets of Skid Row every single day. Now, apparently petitioners have been coming down to these streets, targeting the homeless specifically, and trying to register them to vote using allegedly fraudulent information. On top of that, they have been offering them bribes such as cash or cigarettes to sign these petitions. Now, per California election law, this is all illegal, by the way. However, we captured this on footage. Multiple other journalists have captured this on footage. And this resulted in our undercover journalist being threatened and me being swarmed after I confronted the people doing it.
You guys got a light?
Good morning, Owasso. This is the Twins with Owasso Live, and this is the Morning Loop. And as you can see, California is illegally bribing people to sign up to vote, to register to vote. And if there is any group of people that should not be allowed to vote, I'm sorry to be cruel if you think it's cruel or mean or whatever, but it is homeless people. If you can't take care of yourself, if you don't at least have a job and a roof over your head, you're not a contributing member to society. At least if you have a job and a roof over your head, you're doing the bare minimum. Say you're not like a tax positive person on the world, you're not putting more into the system than you're taking, at least you're able to take care of yourself. Mm-hmm. At least you're able to take care of yourself is the only thing I can say. But these people are a net negative. They are only a net drain on the tax base. These people are only taking from you. Mm-hmm. Whether that is and it's a sad case, or there's a sad reality of the fact that they are doing it willingly or doing it because they have mental health issues or physical disabilities, whatever. It's not their fault, but still, they are a net drain. This is why the only people that we really truly feel sorry for are people who are handicapped or have some sort of mental issues. If you are doing this and you're an able-bodied individual, I have literally like almost zero sympathy for you.
I mean, well, not only are they net negatives, they're being bribed to vote and sign up. I mean, again, they're handing them cash, they're handing them cigarettes. I mean, pretty soon they'll just be like, hey, you want crack? Yeah. Well, vote for us and we'll give you some crack.
You and me just talked about this just a couple of minutes ago. There was a mayoral candidate in a city election that got charged for bribery for votes for handing out water at the voting poll station because it was hot outside. People were standing outside waiting to vote for hours on end, and I have more sympathy for that than anything else. But like I said, they still counted it as bribery because it was him handing out water, which again is like, hey, I'm because it could be seen as I'm exchanging water for votes.
Yeah,
and that's as simple as that. And these people are literally handing out cash and cigarettes to these homeless folks to sign up or register to vote, which that's the only way California is going to be able to keep their congressional seats. These kids are literally out there. This is the Democratic machine doing a campaign trying to register as many people to vote as they can so that way they can keep their congressional seats. Because California is going to be losing congressional seats after this year, guaranteed.
Again, I mean, if we could just jump back to who should be allowed to vote, it's people who are net positives to society. If you are a net negative, if you are on welfare, you should lose your right to vote. If you are a homeless person, you should not have a right to vote because what are you going to do? You're only going to vote more rights or more money to yourself. Again, there are two. The best way it's described is the cart. The cart analogy.
Oh, so yeah, I wish we had that.
So again, you have a bunch of people pulling a cart, and then eventually, the lazy people, the bums, the dirtbags are going, well, I'm tired. I'm going to sit in the cart. And if you have more people pulling the cart than you have, if you don't have enough people, if you have more people sitting in the cart and not enough people pulling the cart, then the
cart's
cart's not
gonna
going to go
stop.
anywhere. It's going to stop.
Exactly.
And that's what this is.
It's the
yeah.
meme we showed the other day, and it was what welfare system is supposed to be, and it was a cart being pulled by all the young people, but there's 2 elderly people in the back.
Yeah, a kid and some elderly
Switch
and
you.
maybe some mentally ill people.
Yeah,
in there,
or
you know.
disabled, or that's the thing. It's like, yeah, we can handle that. Then it looked at the bottom, it says welfare system today, and it was literally a bunch of illegal
migrants,
immigrants
yeah.
in the back of the cart, and there was like 3 or 4 people, of course, and it was, in this case, it was white people pulling the cart, and they're just like looking back at the cart like, what are we doing?
Yeah, again,
What are we doing?
the machine will collapse if people don't feel like the machine is a benefit to them.
Correct.
Again, it's like, what am I paying for? Like, I mean, I was paying my taxes to help the people who actually needed it, not to help people who don't need it.
Mm-hmm.
Again, the Democrats have you, the real robbers are the big corporations who are corporation-y and making money.
Yeah. I mean, it's a sad reality, but your money is supposed to go, your tax money and your, what's it called? Your wealth, your inheritance wealth is supposed to go to your children.
Mm-hmm.
That's who it's supposed to go to. And the Democrats have sold out your children for illegal immigrants.
Mm-hmm.
That's the sad reality. The Democratic Party abandoned the white working class and jumped into bed with, again, white liberal women with college degrees and illegal immigrants.
Yeah.
That is their new base. That is who they're catering to.
That's who they're courting for sure.
Mhm.
Anyway, let's check out Cam Hibby. Basically, all this we're going to show you over and over again different groups.
It's James O'Keefe, Cam Higby, and what was that girl's name? I forget her name.
I can't remember her name. She just said it, but I feel bad. But
Savannah Hernandez.
Yeah, Hernandez was there. So yeah, this is Cam Higsby's version of it here. So we'll watch his video for a minute.
And that would be a California voter registration application. Notice the circled fields and their coordinated colors with the application sitting on the table.
Why are you guys filming this?
We're just interested in it. Are you with this thing here?
I'm an American citizen registered for vote under the 14th Amendment of the U.S. Constitution.
Yeah, well,
Actually, the Bill of Rights.
well, I was just wondering,
People, they fail to distinguish the U.S. Constitution from the Bill of Rights.
are you registering people to vote, or are you voting? And if you look closely, that is a cash transfer, $5 in exchange for somebody to register to vote. That is both illegal in California state and federally illegal. I'm just a reporter. And that would be a California voter registration application.
Did it
Notice
restart?
the
Yeah,
circled
it
fields
restarted,
and their...
didn't it?
It did.
Yeah. So there you go. Signing up people to vote and then exchanging whether it's cigarettes or cash. That's illegal. Again, remember that mayor got in trouble for handing out bottles of water at the polling booth or at the polling station.
Mm-hmm.
And my God, like California is doing this, and I guarantee you guys, this is Democratic NGOs doing this. These are NGOs run by Democrats, paid for by Democrats with your tax dollars. I guarantee you, if they had kept doing the Doge or whatever else, they have the programs, they would have discovered that there's probably an NGO that's funding this, that's getting tax dollars, that's literally, so Democrats paying Democrats to sign up people to register and keep Democratic states democratic.
Yeah. Again, it's crazy. It's sad, but I mean, again, this is what they're doing. The reason that California has a monopoly on, I mean, guys, California's a red state. They only have blue cities. And you know why the cities are blue? Because they're doing that.
Remember, California was red back in the 80s.
Yeah.
Back in the 80s and 90s. Like, I think it only flipped blue, I think, after Clinton, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it might go red now because there's too many Democrats who are running for governor now, and there's 2 Republicans, and it looks like there'll be 2 Republicans on the primary because they have some stupid rule where like the candidates with the most votes get to run. So it could be 2 Republicans running against each other for governor, which is crazy.
I mean, I hope that is the case, but I have the same problem with California and New York Republicans that I do with conservatives in European countries. Like that's like the very vanilla version of Republican or conservatism.
Yes,
it's like they are not. You would not think that they were a conservative.
I'm a
here.
social democrat, but somewhat fiscal
conservative.
Republican.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Anyway,
that's the issue I have.
Here's another video by James O'Keefe that we can watch real quick.
Absolutely. Start it up.
Now we're gonna give you $2. We just need 14 signatures.
I dress up as a homeless person and head into the heart of Skid Row, where petition circulators are bribing the homeless.
You gotta love James, man. He really sells into it, man. He'll
James
dress up
O'Keefe.
as a pimp. He'll dress up as whatever he needs to, man. It's hilarious.
James O'Keefe is literally the only true undercover journalist today.
Yeah.
Like, this is why they hate James O'Keefe. First off, James O'Keefe has been the most slandered and sued journalist of our time. And here's the thing, people. Everyone will say that he's a fake journalist. James O'Keefe has won every lawsuit that has ever been filed against him. He has won every lawsuit that CNN, any other news organization, or politician has come against him. He has won. So that tells you that he is a true journalist. CNN, MSNBC, and several of the mainstreamers have not won. It cannot claim that they have won every single defamation case against them. James O'Keefe can. So this is why James O'Keefe is literally probably the most trusted undercover journalist of our time.
Yep. Let's continue watching, shall we?
For signatures, many of them having zero understanding of what they're even signing.
But what is that petition for? You know?
What's the petition for? I do not know.
And entering made-up addresses.
What do I put as my address? Yeah, just put you live on Pinocchio Lane. Oh, you can just fake it.
Oh, good.
That is a federal felony. Whoever knowingly or willfully pays or offers to pay or accepts payment for registration to vote shall be fined not more than $10,000 and imprisoned not more than 5 years. And it didn't just happen once. It happened over and over and over again. We personally witnessed and covertly filmed this happening at least 28 times over the span of our investigation, and that is just in Los Angeles.
Okay. This is absolutely insane. This is absolutely insane. The level of deceit, lies, manipulation that they are going to sign these people up to vote. You're wondering why people think that the elections are rigged. This is why. They have been rigged. The Democrats have been rigging it for years. And this is what they're doing.
Yep.
This is where all of a sudden, you want to know where those additional 20 million votes just came from? It's shit like this.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and number two, do you notice how much they're paying? They're giving like $4, $5, $2 sometimes. That's how much a vote is worth now. Like, they're paying these homeless people $2, $3, $4 to what? Go get a Happy Meal from McDonald's?
You can't even, Happy Meals aren't even $1 anymore.
But I mean, that's what's so crazy, though. Think about this. They're selling these. They're signing these people up to vote for $4 or $5, and these guys can go and get one burger. I mean, the cost of a burger is the cost to vote. Is the price to vote now?
But as the price to get vaccinated too. Wouldn't you? If you get vaccinated, we'll get you a burger, French fries. Democrats. That is Democrats for you. Democrats are the kings of bribery, and it's what everyone will tell you. Is like Republicans will just tell you to do something out of the goodness of your heart. Democrats will bribe you into doing something.
Yeah. Absolutely. It's absolutely insane.
Switch.
It's really sad, man. But I mean, like, this is it. I mean, look at this. That's $2 that they handed that person to vote right there. I mean, that's crazy. It's absolutely crazy, man. I mean, and it's a sad state of affairs. And people on the left, everybody should have a right to vote. Guys, voting should be a civic responsibility, not a right.
Yeah, but
I mean, you have to you have to earn your right to vote. Again, this is why I'm almost a firm believer in the Starship Troopers method. Service guarantees citizenship.
But do you see why people thought that only landowners should have a stake to vote? I honestly see why that was a thing back in the day. It was like only landowners get to vote because you have a vested interest in keeping your nation state. Said you don't anywhere else. Like, but I mean, and that's why I mean maybe it should go back to landowners and people who serve in the military, because that way the landowners can't just send people to war for no reason. Because, I mean, again, I think we need to go back to that, too, is like that 1920s act or whatever. They're like, if you vote to go to war, you or your next of kin will register to go to war.
Yeah.
But again, this is the problem we have right now is like the Democratic states. I mean, this is another Gavin Newsom gaffe right here. This is Gavin Newsom's state. This is all happening under Gavin Newsom's boss. If Nick Shirley expose of the welfare, the daycare, and the healthcare fraud is not enough, this should just send it over the edge. Anybody who thinks that Gavin Newsom is presidential material is completely wrong. If this does not prove that Gavin Newsom can't even run his own state properly, do you honestly think he can run a goddamn country?
Yeah, no, absolutely not. Again,
switch.
If California is too big to fail, I mean, what the heck, man? I mean, we're just going to keep. And again, the government can't ever fail. I mean, no one's ever going to hold the government liable. What, are we going to sue the government to get all of our money back?
Yeah. Yeah, remember, the government does not produce anything. The government does not produce things. The government only takes things from you. The only thing that the government can produce is the military and security. Other than that, the government only takes from you. And again, if you want to talk about something that only eats resources, and this is why people will talk about it all the time, is the military-industrial complex only eats money. Like, soldiers only take money from people. Like, because you have to feed your army and you have to move your army. You can't an army just doesn't sit there and do nothing.
Yeah, if I could direct this back to this, you can see right here, he's talking to police officers saying, isn't this illegal? And they're basically saying, no, this is a civil matter, not a police matter.
Yeah, exactly. Go ahead.
California laws and...
So it's more of a civil thing, you know, like they're not
wrong
telling them no, and maybe if they promise them something and they don't get it, it would be like a civil lawsuit type thing.
The law enforcement officers sitting nearby on Skid Row every single day don't know the California laws and plead ignorance. It begs the question, what are they even doing? This is James O'Keefe.
Yeah, they're collecting a paycheck. They're doing a job to just chill, collecting a paycheck. I mean, again, this is lazy copping right here. It's like, and again, even if they did, let's say these two cops decide, hey, we're gonna get out, we're gonna stop this. We know what the laws are.
There's not a prosecutor.
There's no prosecutor in California that's going to back them up. They're going to be like, what? Their department head would be yelled at by the governor or whatever, and they'd be like, what are you doing? You're making my life miserable.
Well, that too. It's like, it's what Adam Carolla said too. He goes, there are so many illegal alien, what are they called? Taco trucks and vendors that sell, the food vendors that sell fruit, tacos, whatever on the street that aren't licensed. Well, guess what? The police don't bother them because they can't make money off of them. The city can't make money off of people that don't have money in the first place, that are illegals. That's what Adam Kroll talks about. He goes, I'll get fined for not having my license, for like being a builder or whatever he does. I forget what it was. He goes, if I don't have my license in order, if I don't have my employees all paid, I'm getting in trouble and I'm getting sued. These illegals that have these little vendors and stuff on the street or are doing these, jobs for hire for cash under the table, they don't need any of these things, and the police won't go after them, the government won't go after them because there's no money to be made off of them.
Yep, exactly. And again, right here, I mean, we're talking the state that here. Just look at this meme I have pulled up here. It's not even a meme. This is Los Angeles Times. So, knowingly exposing others to HIV will no longer be a felony in California.
What year? See, you look at the dates on that.
October 6th, 2017. And then this one is May 7th, 2018. STDs in LA County are skyrocketing. Officials think racism and stigma may be to blame. Are you effing kidding me? Look right here at again, a year before, a year later. Yeah. It's not because we decriminalized knowingly giving HIV to people. It has to do to stigma and racism and homophobia and all that stuff surrounding it. It is the dumbest thing that you could ever. I mean, again, the same newspaper put these two statements out.
Just a year
This is
apart.
how brainwashed they are. This is how. Again, this is zero accountability culture right here. That's what this is. That's what we're looking at.
It's absolutely insane. Like, I mean, the fact that they think that they can just do this and get away with that is absolutely insane. But then we have this one right here pulled up showing that why is this happening? Why is California and these liberal states and cities going so far off the rails? Here's why right here. It all started in 2008 when Barack Obama got elected. Check this out.
Liberals are the real extremists. This is according to new analysis using k-means clustering, which measures actual positions instead of self-labels. So the right stayed the same, whereas the left just has gone into a spiral of insanity. There's another one too here. Democrats have shifted sharply leftwards on cultural issues in recent years, leaving the median voter behind. First, we have the percentage of support affirmative actions since 96 here, right? So Republicans, or people on the right, have stayed, again, relatively straight in their views of affirmative actions. The Democrats, however, the left, has gone so far to the left. They've moved nearly 40 percentage points to the left. The other one, the net percentage support for increasing or cutting immigration. So So Republicans have gone, I'd say 18% towards cutting immigration. And then you have the liberals, the left. They went from 20%, which wanted to cut immigration. And since 2008, since Obama came into office, they've gone to 40% of them want more immigration. And this is one thing I've realized. It's a race to the bottom. It's if you're not as crazy and extreme as us in our views, you must be the antichrist. You are the enemy of the people. That's how they label everyone who doesn't support their every little agenda. The left.
And how many times have we said that, guys? The difference between the left and the right is we think the left is dumb. The left knows we're evil. And again, this is coming from a group of people who don't believe in God, who don't believe in a higher power or authority. Yeah. The right, we have a religious and moral foundation. We believe in a God. We believe in a higher power. They don't. But again, because their worldview, their God is socialism. Their God is Marxism. Their God basically says, anybody stopping us from creating my utopia in my head is evil. And that's basically what he just said right there. Again, they know we're evil. Somehow they know we're evil, despite the fact they have no framework for what evil is, because it's all morally relative.
Yeah. That's the difference between the left and the right. The right thinks the left is dumb. The right thinks the left is dumb. The left doesn't think the right is evil. The left has in their heads they know you're evil. Anybody that goes against my worldview must be evil. That is the left's ideology, whereas the right's just like, can we just kind of tone it down and just, focus on like lowering taxes and having, and like just taking care of our families? Whereas the left is like, gender queer, make pedophilia legal, let people pretend they're animals, whatever the new things. Let's let kids have gender transition surgery, but tattoos are still, not okay.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
It makes no sense. But again, it's just this crazy upside down world we're living in. And again, the left is the one pushing the Overton window farther and farther left. The right's barely moved an inch. If anything, we've become more socially liberal on our views, which is the reason why the culture is making a turn for the worse. Like, we have to turn back and start going back the other direction, going, no, we need to bring that whole 50s, 1950s, like, people who aren't married sleep in separate beds kind of mentality.
Yeah, absolutely. What I mean? It's like, that is part of it, is like the nihilism that's going on right now is like, I'll probably bring it up, but like there's a new thing that came out that the millennials and Gen Z's spending habits are showing that they believe in pure nihilism.
Yeah, reflecting. Yeah, they reflect their purchase behavior reflects in a very cynical outlook. Like, there is no future for me.
They don't save money. Like, and a person who does not save their money does not believe that there is a future to behold. And that's the thing, is like they either think that the world's about to end, or two, that there is no hope for them to ever be able to own things. And that truly is the case. But however, it's like, I wish they would see this. Like what happened with San Francisco, like right now. San Francisco has seen the first downturn in rental properties and like home prices go down because how many people are fleeing the state. Yeah. So there is hope, but it is getting rid of, the problem is has to do with getting rid of
illegal immigration. Yeah.
Illegal immigration. And like we need to bring back lowering taxes, stuff like this, because switch back to me. Yeah. Go ahead. What were you about to say?
Well, it's the same way in Japan right now. There are more houses than there are people. So houses are super cheap. I mean, nice houses in the country that have amazing views of the mountains. Like, you're like when they say it's like, this is what it is in American dollars, you're like, what?
Yeah.
Like, that's amazing. Like,
but that's how it should be. Like, Japan is proof. Is like, if your population is in stagnation or decline, housing market should be going down. But the problem this is what the problem is right now. It is literally retail. It is the retail home market. Is people do not want their home property values to be decreasing. So what does the government do to keep everyone's property value high? They import a bunch of people that still want to buy homes that'll keep your property market high. Because again, that's why I hate to say this. It's like boomer generation. You are the direct cause of this right now. Why your children are having such a hard time buying and owning is because, one, y'all haven't retired, and two, it's because y'all want your property values to not decrease in value. If your property is actually decreased in value, they would be affordable for the next generation to actually have families.
Either way, we're getting a little off topic. We're going to show this little video about how Democrats always say, you can't just do things. You can't just do things. It's like, but Donald Trump just does things and solves problems. And again, guys, when people tell you you can't do stuff, I mean, we have to live by the philosophy it's better to ask for forgiveness than permission.
Then, two, the other portion of this, too, is I judge a man by their actions, not by what they say. And if there was a person that met to the standard of that, that would be Donald J. Trump, because he says a lot of things that people think that he's racist or mean for, but his actions prove like everything that he says otherwise.
Yeah,
let's go ahead and check this out. Yeah.
Maybe a celebration here at the airport before it's all said and done.
This is an empty line right now. We are standing in the middle where travelers come to check in for TSA. Yesterday, this was all the way back to the garage. President Trump has sent hundreds of ICE agents to 14 airports.
You can see this, the main checkpoint. Almost no lines, no waiting.
Feels down, I say, young
unbelievable
man.
At this point.
Never let that dance go away.
Yeah. Again, it's just so cool. I mean, again, you can just do things. See, he's utilizing his force the way he sees fit. It's like, hey, well, why don't we have the ICE agents go and help TSA, since TSA's they're doing that pay halt in the Senate or whatever. It's like, sure, well, make it happen.
Yeah. And then two, again, with everything that's going on right now, Donald Trump is making America look strong with everything he has done. He has taken back. Venezuela took away American oil facilities in Venezuela. Trump took them back. He said, oh, you're going to take that from us? Well, we're going to take your leader out. Iran has been a problem with global terrorism since 9/11, y'all. Since 9/11, back in 2001. I was 11 years old when 9/11 happened. 11 years old. That's how long Iran has been a problem. And it's been even longer than that, because remember, Iran took over in the hostage, the whole Argo situation back in the 70s during the Jimmy Carter era. And then, again, we took out the two biggest oil suppliers of the world, and Venezuela's funding our oil machine right now. Mm-hmm. Iran is basically neutralized right now, and they were funding, in those two places, were funding our two biggest adversaries, which is China and Russia's oil supply. Mm-hmm. Guess what? Now we're self-sufficient. You can argue gas prices are up, but yeah, that's because of the Iran situation. Mm-hmm. But the reason why it hasn't skyrocketed even higher is because we have Venezuela's oil right now.
Yep.
So again, this is all pure power and Trump weakening our adversaries and strengthening America.
Yep.
And that's what's going on. It's perfect. I mean, Trump is making us look powerful, whereas the Democrats and Joe Biden are all about placating to our adversaries.
Yep. Show our enemies our cards, what's in our deck, and what hand we're gonna play. Trump goes, I'm not gonna tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna keep all options on the table.
Remember,
I might have a 2 and a 3 in my deck, but I'm gonna make you think it's an ace and a king.
Exactly. It's like, remember, like Barack Obama's hot mic'd on with meeting with that one advisor from Russia that was like, tell Putin that he can have a lot more leeway about what's going on. Whereas Trump's like, I'm gonna bring this guy to the table and we're gonna talk. So. Again, it's nothing but pure power coming from the Donald Trump administration. And as you can see, the Democrats are still cheating and doing really sketchy things with their voter system, as we can see in Gavin Newsom's California for sure. And you don't think that this is not happening in New York too? I can assure you that it probably is.
Absolutely.
But anyway, that's pretty much, I think, all we've got for today. This was the Twins with the Owasso Live. This was the Morning Loop. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe so you too can stay in the loop. And leave your comments down below. Let us know what you think. Tell us about, any other fraud or allegation things that you think are going on in like New York or California or any of these other Democratic-run cities or states. But give us your thoughts down below. Let us know what you think, and we'll reply, and we'll see if we get any other show ideas from you. I'm getting so many comments now from that Nick Shirley video about video ideas now, and I really appreciate the input, and we really appreciate you guys. So we'll catch you all on the next one. God bless you, everybody.
See you later.
Thank you. Let me eat the cow dung. It has healing properties. And I love you, Cash Patel. He's protecting the Epstein victims, but, so what? At least we got an Indian in there, right? Cow is not no ordinary animal. No. Cow is divine mother. Her milk is Amaret, nectar from heaven. Her urine, Gomutra, is purest medicine, straight from the gods. Her dung, Goba, is holy gold, blessing for health and prosperity. But in this beautiful city of Plano, my HOA is behaving like total narcs. like big old demons. And now even worse, the Muslim Brotherhood in my neighborhood also bullying me nonstop. They come into my house, knocking on my door, shouting at me, "Oh, stop drinking cow pee, stop eating cow poop." They're saying my cow Lakshmi is haram. My holy practices is dirty. They think it's threatening me with complaints saying they will call the police on me or more HOA will find me and make my life hell. Is this not the land of free? I like the cow dung. I like it for the health benefits. I know that you're not used to it. You big Texans, you eat steak and that's disgusting and I hope that you will burn. Mayor, I beg